What's up? Well, I got a new screen, a tablet, so it's gonna look a little different. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Look better, look better. Bigger screen, better view. All right, what's up? And I can see y'all. I can see y'all on the. It doesn't cover the screen. You guys are on the side right there, so that's dope. All right, let's make sure I can hear y'all right quick. All right, got a new stand too. I ain't gotta use that old tripod. Whole new gear. You know. I ain't gonna use my phone no more. I can look shit up if I need to, quicker. Does the picture look better? Yeah, the picture looks better. Clear. What's up? I've been thinking about changing this get up too. Like, the environment. Still haven't decided how I want it to look yet. So, that'll be changing too. I'm gonna change all of this up. But yeah, a little goes a long way. That can be significant. That saying, a little goes a long way. All right. So let's get into this thing. Holy Spirit. That's right. That's right. Well, all right, y'all. Let's change up the pace a little bit. All right, let's get it. Let's go tap into Leo. What's up, Leo? Big Leo. All right, we got create. That's funny because I've been feeling this all day long. You hear me? All day long. Okay. I mean, like number one hits. I was at the gym working out, and this song, like that I haven't created yet. This song kept playing in my head. I'm like, damn, and I started making words too and everything. I'm like, that's a hit. Some of y'all could be your creativity could be spiking, could be peaking. All right, a lot of inspiration. Joy. All right, so my next be joy, a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. Okay, so some of you guys are having fun creating right now. Okay, feeling really inspired, excited, amped up. All right, Leo. I mean, this would come out in your read. Leo, right? Okay, somebody's worried about that. Feeling troubled or having a mind that is busy with anxiety or doubt. Yeah, somebody can be trying to place anxiety or worry upon you. Okay, you're trying to project that energy upon you. Vengeful. Yeah, sounds about right. Feeling vindictive or wanting revenge. Rosa Parks. Outcast. Engaged. You feel like you want to pay close attention to someone or something. Okay. Somebody could actually be creating something, okay, in order to offer an engagement. Like somebody wants to be engaged to someone, someone else is worried about that. Okay, they're trying to get revenge. Somebody's happy. Whoever this is coming towards another person, they're ooh, the goosebumps. Whoever this is coming towards another person, they're excited, they're happy. Okay, they've created something, or they've just think if you had all the money in the world, right, and you had one impression to make, right? Imagine all of the things that you can do to impress a person, right? And I don't mean buying a person's affection or love, right? But I mean going all out, right? That fairy tale thing, right? A fairy tale is whatever it is that you want it to be. You know what I'm saying, right? So, for example, if I had all the money in the world, money wasn't an object, right? I'd go all out. I'd probably hire a flash mob. The people who just start breakout dancing out of nowhere, right? Out of the crowd. I'd hire a flash mob. You know what I'm saying? I do the whole get up, okay, to show how much I love somebody, right? And I do it in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying, right? Something that just really packs a punch, okay, or leaves a lasting impression. Somebody is on that type of tip. Yeah. Somebody could have moles or beauty marks somewhere on their face. Okay. Somebody could be bald headed. Somebody could have like moles or something like that on their head. Somebody's excited to do this, whatever this is. Okay. All right. Consumerism. Okay. People can't stop watching you. All right. Consuming whatever it is that you put on the plate. All right. Whatever it is that you lay down. Okay. What's that food? Everybody. Cinema. Somebody can be in cinema, okay, movie making or producing or acting. Or somebody could be a up and coming actor or actress, or that is what somebody is shooting towards, okay, or something to have to do with being on the big screen. Okay. Some of you can be having visions or dreams about the future. Okay. Some of you standing on the stage of in front of a sold out crowd, right? Some of you introducing a book that you wrote and released, right? A tour. Okay. Just different things, right? Upcoming creatives. Okay. It's like a new wave coming in. Destiny. Number 37 can be significant. 73. Okay, passionate love and strong desire bring you fulfillment and joy. Destined to be together. Your happy ending is assured. Strong, unbreakable bond. Okay, successful. You and someone have a strong and unbreakable bond. Okay, somebody could be shredding something. Okay, getting rid of evidence or getting rid of something, an old situation. All right, old mindset, old way of doing things, thinking, acting, routine. Yeah, like changing up the routine. Okay, peeping or something about people or someone spying on someone's routine. Where you go throughout the day, right? What time you go here. So some of you guys are unpredictable, right? You're unpredictable. Okay, even with these people watching you, following you, paying people to follow you, to show up at places that you go frequently, or your neighbor hits up so and so, to tell them that you're leaving your house, regardless of them watching you and following you, they still cannot predict what you're going to do, where you're going to go, what time you're going to go there, okay, what time you're going to leave there, because you follow the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit tells you to move, you move. Okay, no human or demon or demonic force can intervene in your plan. Okay, routine says unsettled sleep brings about fatigue and reduced alertness. Your dreams hold messages, let them guide your intuition. So, like I said, dreams. Been having dreams or visions about the future, okay, across distances and peeping, okay. You got a lot of people watching you up close and at a distance. Crying over 30 might be 30. Okay, crying over third party situations. Okay, or the third party did something to them. cheated on them, or third party had a third party. So somebody looking crazy, they feeling crazy too. All right. Okay, baby. 21 questions, 50 cents. Gotta love me. I just wanted to twist the line. Do stunts in my 745. You drive me crazy, sure. I feel you next to me. Everything you need now. So somebody's a musician or something, and some type of artist to me. Somebody's protective over you, okay, or you're protected. Solitude in the reverse. So somebody's coming out of solitude. Warrior spirit, okay. Walk away, dependence, release. Some of you release someone, okay. You walked away from someone. Okay, you went into solitude, so now you're coming out, okay, and your destiny is meeting you. Stuck in fear. Okay, somebody else is too used to a routine that they have, or you know, somebody's used to their comfortability, even if it's uncomfortable. That makes sense? Okay, probably not, but scattered energy, resolution, fresh start, reward, and recognition. Somebody was supposed to find a resolution to something, okay, or to keep following where they were being led. Somebody was sidetracked. Scattered energy came right back out. Speak up. Okay, maybe somebody didn't speak to you. Protect somebody. Somebody was holding themselves back. Somebody could have not made a decision, or it was hard for them to make a decision, so you could have made a decision for them and left. It's always after you leave or you're no longer available, right? Or you're no longer coming back as to when they see your work, right? Or they really, I don't know why people love gambling. Like I've had goosebumps. Like, oof, people love gambling when they don't even really like know the stakes, how high the stakes are. I could, play with this person, and they could, turn around, walk away, and never, give me the time of day again. They can act like I don't even exist. How much would that hurt me? You know what I'm saying? They don't think that far because they think that whatever they're doing is going to work on you. Hence that you may be playing a game with them that you're not playing. Okay. Y'all can hear me? It might be your phone because I'm talking pretty loud. And one thing's another. Strength. When I pulled for you to get the title, Leo, you came out strong in the title. The sun came out, and then strength came out right after it. So you showing up strong in your read. Okay. Uh, recent past. The magician. The seven of wands. Okay. Somebody's manifested some type of protection. Okay. Somebody could even be manifesting protection around you, like someone's energy. Temperance. Okay. You can be picking up on someone's energy. All right. It can be peaceful. All right. Or somebody's picking up on your energy that's peaceful. Or both. Queen of Cups. The Six of Cups. Yeah. Somebody feels like they know the person before. They're having this nostalgic memories, or somebody's DNA is activated. Yeah. The memories are hidden in someone's DNA, and because their DNA is activating, and it's changing, the molecular structure of someone's DNA is changing. Okay, it is being reverted back to its original state. Okay, so it's unlocking things. Okay, judgment in the reverse. There is no such thing as junk DNA. Okay, that's another name for, or a term for the God particle. Which would be melon, right? That's the God particle, melon. right? I mean, it can do so many different things, right? This is how we even transmute energy. Melanin, you know. How do you Ace of Swords? That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. Somebody sees that they made a wrong assessment, a wrong judgment, okay, about a peaceful person. Somebody was defensive towards a peaceful person, and they were wrong about whatever it is they were thinking or told, or that they told themselves. The sun, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Sag, Aries, King of Wands, the Chariot, and the Hangman. Okay, we did have a King of Wands that was that the last reading, I think, or I just might have picked it up spiritually. There's a King of Wands out here who's been, working working hard, okay, to bring themselves up to par. All right, it's entitled The Lovers. Okay, now I don't know if you know this person or not already, or known them, or what. The Lovers and the Four of Wands, but somebody has chosen you. Somebody wants to build a life with someone. Okay, somebody wants to be underneath the same roof as another person. Six of Swords. Somebody understands a way or how to do something, how to get something done. Okay, somebody's thinking outside of the box. The Ten of Swords. Okay, some type of known betrayal. Okay, the light being shined on some type of betrayal, backstabbing, the truth coming out about it, right? Or there being clarity about it. The Eight of Swords. Okay, somebody be going to jail. Okay, due to this truth coming out. Yeah, somebody could have reacted in a moment of passion, or being overly emotional. Okay, somebody could have harmed another person, acting out of their emotions. Like a person could be deceased. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody can have a warrant out for their arrest. The Ace of Wands. Something could be going on in Texas. There's some type of uproar or something like that. Okay, I'm seeing men on horses with like what are the torches? It looks like. I mean, it is 2026. I don't mean people don't ride around with torches in the country. Okay, I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. Men on a horse, on horses, like in the middle of the night, looking for what? The Four of Wands. Okay, this could be like burning people's house, setting people's houses on fire. The Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, these could be white males raiding black communities in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I'm getting Texas heavy. Okay, I'm getting Texas heavy. It's gonna be like a secluded event or something that happens out in the middle of nowhere, where nobody else knows about it. One of those counties. Texas could be a sundown town. Seven of Pentacles sideways and the Page of Wands. The Empress. Okay, it popped in my spirit now, so I'm just saying it now. Okay, so we're talking about, the other day. Oh my gosh, goosebumps. Whew, 352 on my time, on my watch. We were talking about the other day, right? Came up in the read about, those people building these white only, towns or whatever. Okay, and wanting them to be in every place, across in America. Okay, and we talked about what people were going to start doing. Okay, which was kidnapping people. Okay, it's been popping up in my spirit all day today. All day today. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Antebellum, okay, go watch the movie Antebellum. The confirmation's got a notification on my top of my screen. Go watch the movie Antebellum. Okay, they kidnapped, okay, and they watch specific people, those who had a position in the corporate world. Okay, those who were like really smart, really applied, people who apply themselves, right? But black, right? It's kind of like to smack those people down, to bring them down a notch, right? Oh, you think you're intelligent? Oh, you think you're smart? You work at a Fortune, 500 company, right? Let me bring you down a notch, right? So people are going to be being kidnapped. Okay, I'm saying this ahead of time. People are going to be being kidnapped. Okay, to be forced into servitude, slavery. That's the truth. The Empress. I'm here like the birth of a nation. We talked about this earlier, a year ago, about how they're going to, try to take it back to how it used to be. Okay. This ain't a joke. It ain't a joke. Not at all. Strength. Okay. Brute force. Four of Cups. Yes, they want to force people into servitude. Strength, the Four of Cups. Four Cups strength. They want to force people into servitude. Okay, so just be aware. Be aware, especially if you live in places like this. All right, where it's easier, or it will be easier for people to come and do this if they felt like coming to do this. The Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Star, Two of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups. Okay, you partnering up with someone could open up the door of more options, for you. Okay, or more opportunities. The High Priestess. Okay, this is me warning people that this is going to happen. High Priestess, Strength, the Four of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Wands. Labor, backbreaking labor, the Ten of Wands. Okay, be ready for it. The Nine of Swords sideways. Five of Wands. Okay, so trying to break people down psychologically. Every time the things that they keep initiating to happen, right, for us to respond to, it's not getting us to respond. So their plan's not working for something. Okay, King of Swords, like trying to bring order out of chaos, right? Cause a whole bunch of people, a community of people to panic, to fear, right? Fear monger. Okay, and then to work outside of that fear or work from that fear. The fear being the thing that feeds confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Three of Swords. Yeah, they're going to try to change the laws. Okay, the laws are going to start to change in a very negative manner. In a more negative setup. Things get worse before they can get better. Okay, is what I'm hearing. The Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Something about not wanting people to obtain the wealth that belongs to them. The Wheel of Fortune. Stolen wealth. Okay, Three of Cups. No, but there's a celebration here. Okay, this could be a wealth transfer. Okay, there's a celebration. Okay. Yeah, I'm also seeing other communities start to build up their own communities. Okay, this could be people of color. Communities being built up. Okay, people could be moving, migrate, given a migration. Yeah, people are making plans now, like literally as we speak, to migrate to certain places. Okay, to start to build communities, to start to given Black Wall Street, recycle each other's money right back into the same community, right, in order to build that community, right, build up structures. Okay, banks, schools, okay, hospitals. Okay. I mean, of course, this is not going to turn out how they think it's going to turn out. It's not. Okay, nobody's going back and no. Not this generation of black folks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody going back. None of that. Keep y'all eyes peeled. Same mistake. I'm telling you. What am I saying here? Same mistake. Okay? Let's not make the same mistakes. Don't trust people you shouldn't trust. No strings attached. Okay, different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. Okay, friend zone. Okay, some of you guys can be noticing a cycle. Okay, noticing something that is on repeat. Okay, you can be stopping it in its tracks. Friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. Okay, marriage vows. So somebody's in something that they don't feel the chemistry in. Somebody could be in like an arranged marriage, or for money or citizenship or something like that, breaking up. Divine timing. Somebody could be breaking out of this. Somebody can also be tired of being in a poly type situation. They want a heavily. They want a heavenly happily ever after. Somebody wants a heavenly happily ever after. Ride or die with their ride or die. Okay. Wants a cheater, secret admirer, unspoken feelings, great love, playing games, and baby. Let's look at the message. You seeing 1212? Okay. Soulmate is just around the corner. The name Melissa could be significant. Okay, somebody could be calling you from block numbers. Okay, I don't even answer block numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you can't say who's calling, you don't need to be calling. Okay, something that you've been praying about is about to break through I won't say firmament. Something's about to break through from the spiritual to the physical. Make believe. Okay, it's giving me make a wish. Okay, or whatever it is that you've been wishing, praying, hoping for. Okay, it's about to break through. Arrested. You may have hoped for somebody to get arrested. Okay, for some people to get caught up, arrested. Melissa, the name Melissa is significant. Somebody's name Melissa. Okay, this could be a passed over person. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, somebody's energy is faint. So somebody could be deceased. The name Jeremy could be significant. Delilah, okay, Washington State. So Delilah, somebody's name could be Delilah, but somebody got caught red-handed, right? Delilah. I put Delilah in here because of Samson and Delilah, right? Delilah tried forever to get Samson to tell her where his strength where it came from, right? And he would, lie to her every time, right? Because God told him, don't ever tell nobody where your strength comes from, right? So he was weak, he was tempted. Okay. Though he kept telling her his strength comes from here, it comes from here, it comes from here, right? And every time she would try to access that strength, or she would try to prove that is where it came from, and that's not where it came from, right? But Samson was so, delulu, respect Samson. Confirmation. Samson was so delusional, right, that he could not tell that she was trying to infiltrate him. She was trying to set him up. He got a whole bunch of warnings to tell him that, right? But Samson was, okay, respectfully, let's just, Samson got around. Okay, Samson got around. He was a ladies' man, he liked to dive, deep. Okay, so they got him in trouble. Okay, with one in particular that he ended up falling in love with. So a siren can be significant. Okay, somebody trying to lure somebody in. Pluto. Something about a sundial. Somebody could be making some type of invention. Okay, I'm seeing a sundial. Okay, I don't know what somebody's inventing, but it could be a confirmation to somebody. Okay, something that you've been hoping for, believing in. It may seem far fetched or it may seem so far from you. Okay, but I feel like something's about to appear. Okay, the ninth house, Sagittarius. The search for meaning, mind expansion, philosophy of life, religions, journeys, travel, higher education. Okay, so you guys' intellect is increasing or it's being restructured or molded. Okay, fashion, rapid downloads. In the reverse, somebody trying to block your download. A Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius out here twice. February. Something can be significant about February. Something can be coming up in February. I can't remember what zodiac sign that is. You're a baddie in the reverse. I still love you, Amanda Perez. Delilah on the back. My name can be Amanda. Last name Perez can be significant. Somebody can get caught parking outside somebody's house. A dirty officer, dirty police officer. Police been following me all day. Like they'll get close to me, they'll speed past me, right? I've seen it like at least 3 times today. So I don't know. Some of you guys could be noticing, a bit more of a police presence than usual. Okay. Because somebody got friends in the either they okay, or they owe them a favor, or they bribed them, or blackmailed something. Okay, let me pull this door. You kind of nipple it, and yeah. All right, let's look at the current index, J. 3333 on the time. Okay, if you're new here, I call out those numbers, write them down, and look them up later. And they're angel numbers, or you can go to the good book there and follow the numbers there too. Okay, means different things for different people. Just depends on what season you're in, and what's trying to be communicated to you. Temperance. Again, Sagittarius. So a Sagittarius is significant, of great significance. All right, Kern, Leo. 4 of Wands. Somebody about a new house. Okay, move. Page of Wands. Okay, somebody got making plans to move, or somebody can be moving and not even be aware of it yet. The Page of Wands sideways. Okay, it landed underneath worry. Okay, so somebody's worried about some type of news, information. Something about some information getting mixed up or intercepted. Be stolen mail. The 9 of Wands. Or having mail sent somewhere else that it should not be going. The 8 of Swords, Justice, the 10 of Swords. Somebody could be going to prison for unaliving someone, okay, or attempting to unalive someone, or both. Or both. For a home. Yeah, something happened in a home to a kid. A Page of Wands energy. A 3 of Pentacles, a 7 of Cups. So there's confusion when it comes to a collaborative effort. Okay, something didn't work the way that it was thought to be worked out. Okay. empress, because somebody still reigns supreme. Okay, somebody's still standing. Okay, better than ever at that. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Star. Yeah, somebody's still heavily invested in their dreams and still chasing them. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, yeah. The Five of Cups, Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody's sad or depressed or crying over spilled milk because you don't care what they're doing. You don't care what they're being sneaky about. You don't care what they think they're trying to hide. You don't care. It's 2026. You left the care back in 2025. Okay, if it was there at all. All right. Six of Pentacles. You're giving to your dreams. You're giving to what it is that you ultimately want. Okay, somebody could be fixing up a home. Knocking a couple walls down. Expanding the home. Jupiter energy. Six of Wands. Somebody can get their dream home. The High Priestess. Power Trip, J. Cole, the album Born Sinner. So somebody could be of the cloth or something like that. Okay, or somebody could like another person. Somebody could be religious or a pastor, a preacher, a teacher, something. You could be teaching a pastor or a preacher or something. Okay, which allows them to actually live their truth, their complete truth. So you could be helping, like pulling pastors out of the world. Oh my God, they goosebumps. Jesus, yes, you are. Six of Cups. Yeah, you're. It's like an altar call. What a pastor would call an altar call, right? It's like a spiritual altar call. There's pastors and preachers watching you for whoever you are, and you're waking them up. So some people may be leaving the ministry or leaving something that they have been doing. Okay, feeling called to something else or to another area. Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, like paths, prior paths that people have been on are being interrupted, disrupted. It's like halt. Wait, what's the saying? Oh, two goes there. Yeah, something is just stopping abruptly, or the path is changing. The Phoenix in the reverse. Like somebody's descending into hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a free fall. So the sunken place, a bottomless pit, the Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody who put you in third parties or who invited third parties into a situation between the two of you, or old relationship you still have with this person, whoever this is, could be a friend too. Be family, friend, whoever, ex, judgment. Somebody's not satisfied with the choices that they've made. It's a cloud following them. It's always raining on them. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, somebody made a judgment to do something, and they included their job or their work references or connections. Yeah, they use their work tools to try to destroy your life. Connections. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, and they were hyped up and amped up about it. The Four of Cups. Yeah, to get everybody to reject you. Okay, it's like trying to slander you or ruin your image, right? So that people will hate you, you know, and then they can take you out for real, and nobody would ever care. All they would have to do is say that you were crazy or that you unalived yourself or that you know what I'm saying, did something crazy. The elites and hidden societies. It's only one of what three of a couple of things that they'll say. So mental health, they'll say somebody had a mental health issue. They'll say, they were a drug addict, or, uh, something disastrous happens. Okay. It's never outside of those things, or somebody's crazy, right? Crazy, dismissive, right? So you call somebody crazy, everybody just, it's dismissive in itself. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, what people dismiss, they did not listen to or pay attention to. The Chariot. Somebody can be coming bearing gifts. The Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant. Somebody could have got a divorce. Yeah, somebody feel like you're pressured. Death, the Chariot. Somebody feels like, oh, they know that you're pressured. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they know that you're pressured. Hence the song playing. Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. So the whole time you've been working towards building, right? This is like a land, riches that people don't know that belongs to them, okay? That's attached to them. Stolen land, stolen money. You know, what America's built on. The Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, I said that. So heavy Taurus. Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio. Ophanian? There's Ophanian angel? Okay. What's that angel? Wheel within a wheel, or wheels within wheels. Okay, got eyes everywhere. I forgot the name of this angel, but it's like the most powerful angel. It's protecting you. There's actually been sightings of this angel. Like people caught this one on video, like as of recently. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I'm telling you, people have caught this angel on video. Look, search the internet. You'll see it. The angel with wheels within wheels, with eyes everywhere. The Fool, the Knight of Cups, King of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's going to be straight up with you, okay? You may have never had somebody be straight up with you, just the example I gave the other day, right, on how to, speak to someone, right? Yeah, you may have had the people you've dealt with, man or women, they may have been afraid to even, have a conversation with you, afraid to even speak to you, right? So, nothing could ever go anywhere if you cannot speak, right? Okay? Something about that, you're not going to experience that at least as much as you did before, right? That, that may be the first sign of you walking away from a person, right? There's gaps of communication, right? Or none at all. You might not need to see anything else, right? If the person can't speak, then what else can they do? Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, can't speak, then they serve you no purpose. Queen of Cups in the reverse. The mother figure or baby's mother out here that's going through a change. They're shocked and surprised they're going through a change. The Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that you are barricaded yourself off from. King of Cups. Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, Two of Cups. There's a King of Cups out here thought that something would be over by now. Some type of fight between the two of you, or the anger, or something like that. Somebody thought the time would, heal all wounds. Well, it feels like they did. It just does not allow for them to come back. It doesn't allow for them to come back. Yeah, the baby. Yeah, somebody's a big ass baby. Oh well, go cry on your mama's titty. The Tower. That's where some of these people want to be. Shit, up under their mama. Go cry on your mama's titty. Go tell mama all about it. Since you take all your instructions from mama, go tell mama all about it. You know, lay on her book. Leave us the hell alone. All right, let's see. Future energy. In future. Queen of Wands. Popping. Chris Brown. Somebody could be a Taurus. Boy, Chris Brown has been coming on a lot lately. Okay. I don't know. You can be up in the audience. Said that is much better than that. Well, I know who's in my audience. Okay. Yeah, the star. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, he's in the audience. What's up, sir? Come one, come all. Okay, page 50. Okay, so somebody in your celebrity friends are watching you. Okay, one person spoke about you and it's been like just passing along. All right, so you got a lot of star energies tuning in. Okay, whether they're actual or artificial. Six of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands. King of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Hermit. So there's a Queen of Wands out here repeating the same thing. That's the Sagittarius that keeps coming out. There's a Sagittarius out here who is there's information being brought back to them. Okay, about this could be somebody that spends a lot of time in front of the camera, or spends a lot of time in front of their camera, or I don't know, somebody be in love with themselves, but in a toxic manner. Okay, somebody cannot be getting the attention that they usually get. Somebody could even buy subscribers or buy views or something like that, which is crazy. I saw that somewhere that you can do that. It's just crazy that you can do that. But yeah, people can buy followers and buy, views and all of that. Okay, this is what this could be a reader, a tarot reader that's intimidated by another one that they stalk. Yeah, this is a tarot reader watching another tarot reader or another intuitive or something like that. Person's numbers could be high or something like that, or they could have a large following, but not really because it's paid for somebody. Okay, not everybody, but somebody did. This King of Swords is receiving some type of information. Okay, that they are weighing. They're weighing something out. What they should do with something, or how to balance something, how to do something. The Hermit. Okay, so the elites can be after a certain artist that will not bend to their will. Okay, or if they did, not anymore. This artist could watch my channel. Okay, so this confirmation, yeah. Ten of Swords, sideways. Somebody could be trying to threaten somebody's performance presence, or somebody could be threatening someone not to be able to perform or not to be able to do shows, or there could be some type of legal threat or actions or something like that. Eight of Swords to try to like trap somebody, get somebody back under their finger. The Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is a certain celebrity that does not want to be under the finger of the elites, if they ever were. The Moon. Gang stalking. The Knight of Wands. Death. The Seven of Wands. The Fool. King of Pentacles. King of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Wood. Page of Cups. Three of Cups. Death threats. Somebody can be getting death threats, like calls on the phone or something like that. Be same sex with somebody. It could be a king of pentacles that likes a king of cups, man or woman. Okay, something about a truth being spoken or communication about how somebody feels about another person. Yeah, it looks like this communication is made and then somebody else is feeling left out of something that they planned. Like somebody planned something to go a certain way for a certain amount of time, and it feels like you've interrupted that. Strength, yeah, something about your strength showing up on the scene and like busting through the haze, the fogginess, right? What could not be seen in the environment. Somebody could be being shadow banned or delisted. The lovers in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's losing their steam or fame, or people don't love someone anymore. They don't like someone anymore. They don't desire to see someone anymore. This could be like an actor that's just fell off, right? What they say, fell off. Like this person literally fell off from making the same mistakes. They don't want to be alone or something like that. They can't be alone. They always got to be engaged with someone, okay, or something. Now they're worried and feeling vengeful. Ten of Cups. Okay, somebody's family could have ostracized someone. The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's family could have got tired of somebody. Somebody could be ostracized or exiled from their family. Egypt. Egypt can be significant. Okay, somebody's got Egyptian ties or something like that. The High Priestess. So you knew something, but you didn't say something, okay? Or you kept something to yourself, your moves, okay? Or something. You're moving in silence, okay? Doing something. The reader. Somebody is a reader. Okay, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Temperance. Somebody trying to make a reader look like a loose cannon, so that somebody won't see them as an opportunity. Okay, but this reader isn't the loose cannon. Okay, this Queen of Swords in the reverse is, yeah, Four of Wands reverse. This person could be divorced, or uh, this could be somebody that somebody else divorced or left. Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Oh, so somebody's about to add a pentacle to your nine. Actually, more than that, more than one, but the one makes 10 for you, right? So somebody's coming with a 10 of Pentacles. So your pentacle to them is the 10 of Pentacles. Their pentacle to added to yours, the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like 20 pentacles being put together. 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles. If you don't notice me saying pentacles a lot. Two of Cups, seal the deal. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's not confused, okay, about what they want. All right, or this confusion that's been removed. Yeah, and somebody is full force ahead. Two of Swords in the reverse. They're not confused. Okay. Yeah, somebody try to confuse this person to make them think that you put them in a third party, or make them think that you will put them in a third party, or vice versa. Somebody trying to cause a third party interference before somebody makes it to you. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's giving me somebody dodging something. The Tower. So something falling around someone, falling down. Okay, to ashes, burning to ashes, and someone makes it out like right on top. The Six of Pentacles. Yet somebody's not confused on who they want to give to. They're very sure. The Hermit, very sure. Did their research. King of Swords, Page of Wands, Justice, the Star. Yeah, someone feels like you're there. You're there. Their karma. You're their good karma. Dharma. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt, pepper, happy, any advice, Gary? Page of Wands. Enjoy what you're doing. Okay, this is like the fun part. Have fun at whatever it is you're doing. You know, be like a kid again, right? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the only way that you're going to even sit in that energy, right? Or you know, you have to love whatever it is that you're doing, right? I've said this before plenty of times. If you're not doing exactly what you love to do, okay, you're wasting your time, right? Magician, you're wasting your time. If you're not doing exactly what you love to do, okay. So if you're not doing that, right, you might want to change what you're doing, right, or start making your way towards doing things that you love to do, okay? Because we're not here to do things that we don't love to do, right? You know, certain governments would have us to, think that way. Thank you, beloved, for donation. They would have you to think that way. You know that you're just born to be a slave. You know, go to school, work your whole life, retire, and die. That's obviously a system that was created. That is not what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. Okay, we are supposed to enjoy our lives. You know that, right? We are supposed to enjoy our lives. We are. You know, we're not supposed to be tired all the time and overworked and vacant of energy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us building what we want to build and do for ourselves, they would have you to work like a workhorse and then come home and just crash and do that on repeat. You ain't even got time to spend with the children. You know what I'm saying? If you have any, right? That's how they want this world to continue to function. Okay, no more. No more. Last card. Page of Swords, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, you can have another King of Pentacles out here, not the same one I was just reading on. Okay, Ace of Swords. This is a Taurus that is being looked into. Queen of Swords, the Taurus, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This could be that corrupt cop, corrupt official, corrupt government official, something like that. Two of Wands. Yeah, this person never thought they would have to look over their shoulder. The Devil. Somebody running from Lucifer. At least they think they can. You see, they got chains on them. So no matter how far they run, their Lucifer is. They're bound by contract. Ace of Swords. And I'm a Libra, right? Damn, son. I didn't even say, hey, Gemini, and hey, Google. And damn thing just popped up. Anyway, good thing I'm done. That's it, beloved. That's your reading, all right? In case you didn't see it, the last card was the Ace of Swords. Okay, confirming everything I was just saying. But that's your read, Leo. All right. I will be back to do Virgo. All right, in about probably an hour or so. All right. Love you. Hope y'all like this new view. Okay. I tried to put it the long way so y'all can see the table too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the angles look. Let me see if I can do it. No, I can't see me. Nah, we'll just, keep it like it was. Yeah. All right. I love y'all for loving it. I'll donate to the channel with personal info for the video description section. All right. Bottom. Make sure y'all stay up on your spiritual hygiene. Keep your energy clean and clear. All right. Pay attention to your intuition. Okay. Do not just wave anything off. Right. Just if you pick up anything, right, look into it. Okay. All right. Write it down. All right. All right. I love y'all, beloved. I'll holler at y'all later. All right.